Ceann Corlett, thank you for allowing this topical question, which is a huge issue for the people of Cork South West. Minister, you will be well aware of the recent recommendations by the Mental Health Commission to reduce the number of beds in Bantry Centre for mental health care and recovery from 18 to 11. This, as you know, is a huge retrograde step for mental health services in the West Cork area, and one which I vehemently am opposed. I'm disappointed that Minister Butler isn't here this evening, because she's very much in relation to mental health, and our Minister Donnelly, it's a huge issue for us in West Cork. As you know, Minister, in 2019 inspection report by the Mental Health Commission, MHC, found that the Bantry Centre for Mental Health Care and Recovery scored an 88% compliance, and this was an indication that they needed investment, was needed urgently, a huge investment there. In 2021, the Mental Health Commission again found that compliance rates were still scored at 88% at the centre. There was no deterioration in the score, but more significantly, none of the recommendations made by the MHC were rectified since the previous findings. So maybe, Minister, you could tell us why that happened. Now, in a reply, Minister Butler, to me today, she said the Mental Health Commission has made a decision to put a restriction on the registration of the centre, reducing its total number of registered beds from 18 to 11 due to their concern of oversized residence bedroom in the centre. I have requested, she said, a detailed report on the HSE on the matter, which is awaited. The HSE have informed me, the Minister said, that they are currently examining all options available to them. What are the options here? The options for the people of Cork South West are just, there's only one option. The HSE has to appeal this decision immediately. Somebody has made a major cock-up here, Minister, and somebody has to put their hand up in the air and say who it is, and heads have to roll here, because we cannot be in a situation to go from 18 beds down to 11 and he walk away. The Taoiseach was down in Bantry Hospital 2 weeks ago promising the earth, moon, the stars, opening an injury unit that was opened 9 years previous. No, I welcome a Taoiseach any time to come to West Cork. I never refuse him to come down to Bantry Hospital. For God's sake, come down and give us some good news. And he promised there'd be no loss of services, and here we are 2 weeks later, a massive loss of a service being proposed, a mental health service. Thanks.
Thank you, and I want to thank the deputies for raising this very important issue today. And as you did outline, the Mental Health Commission has made the decision to put a restriction on the registration of the Mental Health Care and Recovery Approved Centre in Bantry General Hospital, given their concerns over the size of residence bedrooms in the centre. The decision, as you did say, would mean the centre's total number of registered beds would reduce from 18 to 11. The centre, which is located on the grounds of Bantry General Hospital, provides residents with acute care, rehabilitation and recovery supports for their mental health difficulties. It serves the local West Cork area, including areas around Skibbereen, Clonakilty and Bantry. The HSE are currently examining all options available to them in light of this decision and are in dialogue with the Mental Health Commission as part of the regulatory process. Minister Butler has requested a detailed report from the HSE on this matter, which is expected shortly and following the HSE's options appraisal. Minister Butler would like to assure you that she will continue to liaise with the HSE to ensure all decisions and actions taken in relation to the centre are made with the best interests of the residents in mind, both from a healthy and safety viewpoint and from the provision of appropriate treatments. Mental health remains a key priority for the Government, and we are fully committed to delivery of high-quality, person-centred, recovery-orientated mental health services. And our long-term strategy aim for our mental health services is to provide a consistent, high-quality service for anyone in need of support for their mental health. Mental health residences such as the centre in Bantry provide an important step-down service for people with mental health difficulties, enabling their rehabilitation and recovery and assisting them to move towards independent community living accommodation. This aim is supported by our national policies, Sharing the Vision and Sláinte Care, and it is our responsibility to ensure provision of high-quality mental health services that are fit for purpose. The Government acknowledges that mental health services must constantly evolve and develop to ensure that they are in line with international best practice and regulatory requirements. It is positive to note that there has been an overall improvement in compliance among approved mental health centres in recent years. However, it is recognised that further improvements are required to ensure mental health centres continue to meet the appropriate regulatory requirements. The Government continues to invest in mental health centres through capital planning, and 14 million has been allocated to mental health services in 2022, and a further 6 million has been allocated through minor works capital. And the Minister has assured us that additional funding will be sought in 2023 to continue to improve premises.
Despite costly inspectorial reports and recommendations, this centre has had no financial input over the years. This service is vital in catering for mental health and care and recovery of a huge population comprising of over 180,000 people. I'd like to commend the staff also in the unit, who obviously must be working under pressure because there's no investment in the centre. I know the worries of their jobs, and rightly so. I'm urgently requesting to appeal this proposal. The answer you gave, Minister, doesn't cut it for the people of West Cork. We are within hours of these beds being closed. We need urgent action. I'm coming back into the Dáil here tomorrow, and I'm going to ask the same question. And I would plead that you speak to Minister Butler, that she would work with the HSE to put at least the first chain of motion in place, and that is to set in motion the appeal for the people of Cork South West. We need that mental health service, and I plead with you. I'll ask that question here at 1 o'clock tomorrow, or before, and I plead with you to have the Minister have an answer here that is at least in motion. Then we'll have to look at the funding. Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil left the people down in Cork South West before with the maternity unit in that hospital. Now you're going to do it to the mental health service in that hospital. I'm sorry, Concord is very, very angry. People are very angry in Cork South West over this.
Mind your blood pressure, for God's sake.
I don't know. I need Bantry hospitals.
Minister.
Yeah, look, I hear you loud and clear, and but the Government and the HSE, they value regulation of our mental health services, and it does provide a framework in which to constantly review and improve our services so they remain person-centred. And the long-term strategic aim for mental health services is to provide a consistent quality approach across all mental health residences. And the Government will continue to work with both the Mental Health Commission and the HSE to improve our mental health services and ensure they best serve the needs of our service users. Again, I want to thank you, the deputies, for raising this important matter, and assure you that your views will be taken to the Minister. And I understand the Minister wanted to be here tonight, and I can tell there was a family bereavement that she had to attend, and assure you that she will be informed of further developments relating to the centre. And Minister Butler will continue to liaise with the HSE to ensure the care needs and preferences of the residents remain central to any decisions made in relation to the mental health care and recovery centre in Bantry. And you have stated that you want the Minister to liaise with the various stakeholders, and I understand she is doing that. And as again, we do value the Mental Health Commission. They make decisions, and we have to work around them. But I think the Minister is doing everything possible with yourselves, and thank you for raising this very important issue.
Thank you for being here to deal with it, Minister Fian.